In this podcast, we will go over the procedure for phenotyping Arabidopsis. This is how we do it in the Callahan lab. Your specific instrumentation may differ. We will go over counting fruit number, measuring fruit length, packaging the inflorescence, and getting a fruit mass. Collect the tray you want to phenotype and bring it to the lab. Here we are using greenhouse-grown knockout lines. Gather your materials. You'll need a white piece of paper, scissors, envelopes, a pen, and calipers. A clicker counter makes counting fruits easier, especially if your Arabidopsis are gigantic like ours. You will also need small tubes and labels for fruit storage. It helps if your labels and envelopes are printed ahead of time. Template files should be available in your lab for printing these. Carefully clip the inflorescence from the rosette right at its base. Be careful not to knock fruits off. It helps to do this over the white paper. You'll be counting filled fruits and unfilled fruits separately. Filled fruits have fertilized seeds in them. Unfilled fruits have not been fertilized, and so they look smaller and slightly shriveled. Record these two numbers on your labeled envelope. You will need to keep 8 of the fruits for measuring length and mass. Pick these fruits randomly and place them on the paper. You will only be measuring the length of the actual fruit, not the part that connects it to the inflorescence. Using calipers, record all 8 measurements on the envelope. Your lab may also have digital calipers. Use these in connection with a spreadsheet on your computer. When you've measured all 8 fruits, place them in a labeled tube with the top left open. Once you have a tray of such tubes, put them in the drying oven so that you may measure their dry mass later. The rest of the inflorescence should be stored in the envelope. Be sure to also include the tag as a check that the numbers match. Once your fruits are dried, you can weigh them on a microbalance. For this, you will need tinfoil, forceps, and your seeds and envelopes. Tear the balance with a small piece of tinfoil that you will use as a weigh boat. Pull it out, place the fruits on top of it, and replace it in the balance. Record the mass on the envelope and return these seeds to the test tube. When you're finished phenotyping, all of your data that's been recorded on the envelope should be entered into your lab's spreadsheets.